Hi, it's Beth here. It is episode 213, April 5th, 2021. I'm still over 65, getting way over 65, looking towards my 67th birthday, and I'm still talking. You know, I did a YouTube video on Michelle Pfeiffer's movie because I feel so strongly about the French Connection, the French Exit. I want people to see it. I just want more movies like that of more believable older women looking fabulous. I mean, you know, why can't I look at something pretty in my age group? So anyway, and not just a man, because men can do it, but she's doing it. So the good news is I woke up today and I was looking, I slept 12 hours because I still have shingles. Anyway, I went on and I found out that 2 people from Andorra have listened to my podcast. And Andorra is a country. It is between Spain and France in the Pyrenees Mountains. It is beautiful. The population is 77,361 people as of Monday, April 12th, 2021. That's how tight this ship is. This country is beautiful. It is a tax haven, which is kind of cool. It's a ski resort, and the people are happy to be there. It's peaceful, loving. It's so small that they don't even have an army, and the people live to be 85 years old. Its history is that the legend has it that it was founded by Charlemagne, and the truth of it is that in the official papers, it was actually founded by Charles the Bald. I prefer Charlemagne myself. I'm going with it. It is, and Charles the Bald got the donation from the Count of Urgel. That just doesn't sound like Charlemagne to me. So let's stick with that one. It is just a little one-day trip from Barcelona. It's a wonderful tourist place. I'd love to go. I just want to welcome these 2 people. And okay, the population is so small that Kit said, I'm killing it in Andorra. I'm a big winner. So stick around. I love your country. I'm going to get to it someday. I really am. So that's that. Then the other thing that's happened is I have to go back to my eye doctor today. And my shingles got worse after my second shot. Not because it, I gotta turn the Andorra music off. Okay, not because of the shot, but because I'd had shingles for 7 months and my system is run down. And that's what happens when you get old. Things pile on. And so you gotta get your health back. It's a big thing. So you just can't have a disease in our age group and then get over it and then go back to fit as a fiddle. So I did some research because I was looking into this. And there's a reason for us to pull ourselves together. My doctor said that this happened to me because of stress. And stress in my age group and what happened to us going through the pandemic, losing a whole year of our life. A good, healthy year when we don't have many left is more stress than he even knows because he's a young guy. And not seeing your grandchildren for a year of their life, we don't have that many years left. So we had tremendous stress. So I did this research and something's coming around the bend for us. And it's a brand new thing. And it's based on some animals don't age the way other animals age. Of course, we know about the tortoise. And that's an interesting creature. But there's a much more interesting creature on the horizon. And, he's not that good looking. He's the naked mole rat, okay? And he likes to live in, little caves because he's embarrassed about his being naked. Anyway, this guy has started a new science because he is aging in a very different way. The tortoises just have something where their cells can duplicate twice as many times as ours, and that keeps them going longer, but not in perfect health. Now, this little mole rats. And some fish have this too, but this guy is really easy to watch. Okay, so they call it negligible senescence, okay? And what that means is that he doesn't age. He gets older, but nothing changes. He stays young looking. He stays fertile his whole life long. He's not a Hollywood producer, and he doesn't have a lot of money. This happens for every single naked mole rat. So they've been doing research on this guy, right? And they call him enigmatic, and that's just, a fancy word for surprising. Okay, so what is surprising about him is that his body function, regardless of his age, he maintains all of his muscle mass and all of his fertility his whole life long. So there's been a lot of research on this guy, of course. And they did a study, and I would have liked to have been there, for virility and handsomeness and beauty of the mole rat. I can just see it, like all these, oh, that is a gorgeous mole rat. No, that is, oh my God, he looks like Cary Grant, George Clooney. She is the Michelle Pfeiffer of mole rats. They're all the Michelle Pfeiffer of mole rats. Every single one of them. Their skin doesn't age. You cannot tell the difference between a young mole rat and an aged mole rat. So science is breaking this guy down and figuring out what makes it tick, and they are figuring it out. They're the scientists, because I believe this is really going to happen, and they say it's going to happen within the next 10 years, because there's going to be so much money in it, and they're going to test it on us. So this is a reason to take your vitamins, to eat well, sleep well, keep your health up. This is a biggie, and it's going to happen in our lifetime. So, and they're going to need us. They're going to need us because our aging is so much more quick. Like, we're going down a lot faster than somebody who's 45. So they're going to want to test this product on us. It's called negligible senescence. And, okay, this is where the Mayo Clinic is coming in, and they've got this thing called Senolytics. They made a really cool name for it. They spent a lot of money on it, and they're getting the furthest. But 20 other really well-funded companies are working on this right now to create mole ratness for us. So at the Mayo Clinic, they've already succeeded at one thing. They've got mice, which, are normally aging, because you don't want to use the mole rat for the science because he's not going to age. So you got a couple of mice, and they figured out the easiest thing to work on, which is age-related, losing your eyesight, like we all do, right? Well, mice do too. So they used their new product on mice, and they didn't lose their eyesight, none of it. So these mice can still read the New York Times in natural lighting. They are really way ahead of the curve. They're breaking it down, and the money's just pouring in, and the whole world is watching. They're not telling us about this. I don't know why, but I'm telling you. So the thing is, we're going to have a break, and I guess I'd like to just stay where I am if I could get rid of shingles. I kind of didn't appreciate where I was at 65. I was down on myself. Now I want myself back. This is what happens. You lose something, and all of a sudden you love it more than anything. So the thing is, we've got a little something coming down the pike for us. It's going to be great. It's called, it's called Senolytics from the Mayo Clinic, but the big name of it, and it's hard to pronounce, is, and I wrote it down because I have a very hard time pronouncing it, it's called Sin Essence, just like Sin Essence. It doesn't spell out that way. Sin, the essence of sin essence. Okay, that's what we want, and I want to welcome my people from Andorra, and I will come and visit someday, and all of us are 65 all over the world. All over the world, this is happening to us. So this product's coming to Andorra, just like it's coming to everywhere else. So just let's stay sane. I found it a little bit anticlimactic getting back out in the world because I've been dreaming about going to the grocery store myself instead of having my groceries delivered. And there I was in the grocery store. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in the grocery store. I forgot this wasn't even fun. So, things are a little bit of a letdown, but not too much. And we got to stay sane. We are getting out. Things are, hopefully improving. And we got this, it's so funny. Okay, so 85% of the deaths in America are age-related. That's what they say. I mean, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. Only 6% of the money federally is spent on aging. It's mostly spent on Alzheimer's and other things, but not on the essence of aging. So this is going to have to come from the private sector, which is awesome because they move quick, especially when there's a ton of money. So just keep taking your vitamins. It says you should exercise. I'm like, I don't know if this is enough to get me off the couch. I really don't. I've got to think about that. But eating better, I can eat better. But a little bit better, as long as I'm eating the other stuff too. So, and Twizzlers are out for good because of the tooth cracking. Watch out for Twizzlers. That's my only health advice to you. So stay sane, and I will be back. But just know that there's something coming down the pike for us. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.